Abdul Kalam said, "Where do the evils like corruption arise from? It comes from the never-ending greed. Therefore, the fight for corruption-free ethical society will have to be fought against this greed and replace it with the 'what can I give' spirit. So play your part by saying no to corruption and support the EFCC. Hello and thank you for joining us on another episode of The Eagle. My name is Aisha Mohammed.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
As usual, we have a well-packaged program for you on today's episode of your favorite program, The Eagle, a program that showcases the activities of the EFCC. We start with the pledge by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to investigate campaign funds ahead of the 2019 general elections. The acting chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, made the pledge at a parley with media influencers and other stakeholders at the Commission's new head office in Jabi, Abuja. Rolake Odofinjolaemi is standing by to tell us what transpired during the event. Over to you, Rolake.
According to Magu, the Commission's plan to beam its searchlights on the sources of election funds by political parties ahead of the 2019 general elections was a proactive step to promote the integrity of the electoral process and encourage good governance. According to him, the EFCC is politically neutral in its operations and remains determined to fight corruption to a standstill for the good of Nigeria and the generations to come.
I called this meeting because I want everybody to be on one thing. Let's fight corruption. I want to partner you in what we are doing. And I always tell people that the best strategy in fighting corruption is to mobilize, to bring everybody on board so that Nigerians to take ownership of the fight against corruption. But it affects all of us, everybody. The situation where individuals are richer than the country cannot be tolerated. And they stole our commonwealth. It cannot go, it cannot continue. So I'm happy you all came. I want to make it a kind of a forum. Our statement of strategy is here. It's ending this month, and very soon we are going on to a retreat to review this and to review the national strategy on anti-corruption and see how we can harmonize. So these are the things I want you to focus on. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Yes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think we can start with the ugly. You can just open your mouth, your mind. Let's interact very frankly. It's not personal. It's not personal at all. It's about this country. It's about Nigeria. Very, very important.
Magu used the opportunity of the parley to list the major achievements of the Commission under his watch. According to him, the Commission has so far secured 158 convictions this year, adding that more will be recorded before the year runs out. He added that 106,516,222,383 naira 68 kobo, 1,635,925,000 $925,000.81, and £629,193 and 65 pence, as well as €25,575,000 were recovered by the Commission. The anti-graft czar further stated that the EFCC collaborates with various stakeholders in the effort to combat the cankerworm of corruption, adding that such partnership is seen with the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, and the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, which culminated in the recovery of over 35 billion naira and about 4 billion naira respectively. He thanks the media for its support towards the Commission in the area of enlightenment and coverage of its activities, urging them to do more by exposing the corrupt elements in the society.
That said, I would also use this opportunity to highlight some of our major achievements of the commissions in the past months. This achievement covered the areas of convictions, recoveries, tracking election financing, putting searchlight on the judiciary, and accounting for security budget. Before we delve into the specific, it will interest you to note that before now, it was inconceivable for law enforcement agency to investigate the source of election funding of political parties and their candidate. This has led to gross financial abuses and the perversion of the electoral process, and consequently enthroned bad leadership, which in turn led to corruption and bad governance. With our modest achievement in this area, I can assure you that our politicians will be more circumspect as we go into the next general election. And our people have all to gain in this process of disinfecting the electoral process by monitoring the finances of election, because it will help to improve good governance when good candidates are elected, not money bags.
The interface featured media executives from the print, electronic, and online media, including representatives from the Nigerian Guild of Editors, NGE. Rolake Odofincholaimi, reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is a cankerworm, na cankerworm. I say na cankerworm, na cankerworm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, but we fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, but we kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them over to Igbo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh. Women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health and call, we no see. I said na cankerworm, oh, na cankerworm, oh.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Naija, now we all know.
The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, has expressed the readiness of the commission to work closely with the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB, to check infractions militating against local content development in the Nigerian oil and gas sector. Magu made this disclosure while playing host to the management of the NCDMB, who paid him a courtesy visit at the EFCC headquarters, Jabi, Abuja. Amina Kawa tells us more.
Welcoming the visitors to the commission, Magu said the priority of the EFCC is fighting corruption, assuring that the agency is ready to collaborate with any organization in fighting the scourge.
Our priority is in fighting corruption in Nigeria. We are not running away from that. We are not shying away. We fight corruption. This is our emphasis. The act establishing the EFCC emphasizes on economic and financial crimes. I mean here, the problem is corruption in Nigeria. It's just like in other African countries. But when you go outside of this country, you know, people display Nigerians are most corrupt than any human being in the world. And so we are determined. I think it's everybody's duty, responsibility. That's why I said when you are fighting corruption, you want to collaborate with everybody. Everybody is important in fighting corruption. I mean, you don't have to do it the way I'm doing. Yeah, everybody has a way in fighting corruption. That is why I say the best strategy in fighting corruption is bring in everybody. Let every Nigerian take ownership in the fight against corruption. Then they will have no hiding place in this country. So I welcome you. I welcome the ideas.
The EFCC boss vowed not to leave any stone unturned in the efforts of the Commission to rid the country of corruption, stressing that no ministry, department, or government agency will be left untouched, especially the ones found wanting. Earlier, NCDMB Executive Secretary Simbi Wobote congratulated the EFCC management over the successful completion and movement to its new head office, while expressing delight at being the first to be hosted by the Commission in the new edifice. He described the role of the EFCC in the fight against corruption as one that is very pivotal in achieving government's agenda.
I'm really delighted to be here today on a courtesy visit to the chairman of one of the key agencies driving one of the core programs of His Excellency, the President, Muhammadu Buhari. The board would like to initiate the development of an MOU between the two agencies to enable quick deployment once the services of the commissions are required. Once again, I would like to commend the acting chairman and his team for their commitment in the fight against corruption, and we in NCDMB look forward to excellent collaboration with this commission to entrench integrity in the oil and gas sector and the society at large.
While explaining the role of the board in facilitating local content development in the oil and gas industry, Wobote called on the EFCC to come to its aid in checking infractions by oil companies who have failed to meet their obligations to the board. On the visit were the NCDMB General Manager, Zonal Coordinator, Dr. Gina, Barrister Naboth Oyeso, Farid Blel, Mrs. Gloria Onayero, and Mr. Victor Amabebe. Amina Kawa reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is dishonesty and illegal behavior by people in positions of trust. A public office is a public trust. Do not abuse positions of trust for private gains. Stay away from corruption. Nigeria is a great nation, and it is our responsibility to make the country greater. If you notice any act of corruption, please report to the EFCC via info@efccnigeria.org or call 09 904 4751 or 09 904 4752. You can also call 09 904 4753. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Servicom is an acronym for Service Compact with All Nigerians. It is an initiative of the federal government to promote effective and efficient service delivery, to ensure customer satisfaction, and to manage performance expectation gap between government and its citizens, as well as members of the public on issues of service delivery. This may be the reason for the National Coordinator Servicom, Inena Akijemeli's visit to the EFCC with a call for improved collaboration between the two agencies. Let me hand over again to Rolake Odofunjolayemi for details of the visit. Over to you, Rolake.
The National Coordinator Servicom, Nena Akejimeli, has called for support from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for improved service delivery by the new Servicom office. She made the call during an advocacy visit to the acting EFCC chairman, Ibrahim Magu, the Servicom boss, who highlighted the need for reports and feedback from the point of views of customers, complainants, and suspects, stressed the need for a review of the service charter between organizations to enable them institute and sustain improvement in the service delivery system.
We are here on advocacy visits. We are a critical friend to EFCC, a friend that is also lending our support, our partnership to the fight against financial crimes and corruption in this nation. We bring the message of encouraging them to keep up the good job they are doing.
In his remark, the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, said since a robust relationship already exists between the organizations, all that was needed was to improve on it. He said that the EFCC is willing to ensure more efficient service delivery and collaboration between the two organizations, especially as it relates to the Commission's mandate in the fight against corruption.
You are most welcome, and we are a willing partner in ensuring that we improve on a continuous basis the service delivery. I'm telling you what we are doing here is a mandate on everybody to fight corruption in Nigeria.
He further called on Servicom to join the fight against corruption so as to make Nigeria a better place. Rola Keodof Njolaimi, reporting for the Eagle.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation, and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
The media has been a veritable tool for advocacy, educating, entertaining, and enlightening the general public, and as such is a very important part of anti-corruption crusade. This media relationship has been enjoyed by the EFCC and was rekindled as the Chief Executive Officer of TV Continental Communications Limited, Andrew Hanel, expressed readiness to partner with the Commission in tackling corruption in Nigeria. Harlan made this known when he came on a visit to the EFCC. The report.
The Chief Executive Officer, TVC Communications Limited, Andrew Hanlon, pressed the readiness of the station to partner with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in tackling corruption in Nigeria, while also commending the anti-graft agency for the successes recorded so far in tackling the menace. The partnership, according to Hanlon, became necessary to further project the activities of the Commission, adding that the TVC has all it takes to take anti-corruption campaign to all nooks and crannies in Nigeria. Hanlon made this known during a courtesy visit to the acting chairman of the EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, at the Commission's new head office, Jabi, Abuja. Hanlon used the opportunity of the visit to inform the EFCC chairman that TVC would be launching a new FM radio station in Abuja by December, in line with the station's determination to offer the best services to its viewers, adding that TVC would like to be part of the EFCC's activities and will welcome any support from the agency.
So part of all of that is us going out and talking to good men like you to seek your support, to come and market yourselves with us. I know you've got a number of television programs that you do documentaries, you do live broadcasts. These are all things that we would be interested in partnering with you on. We have the audiences, we have the ability, the technology, and the people to do all of the things that you want, and hopefully to meet your objectives, which I know you'll tell us about now.
Exactly.
But we would very much like to be a part of those plans.
Thank you.
And we would welcome your support and hopefully give us a chance to show you what we can do for you.
In his remark, the acting EFCC chairman, Ibrahim Magu, lamented the level of corruption that had seeped into the Nigerian system, saying it is high time Nigerians start to get things right. According to him, Nigeria needs people who are highly professional to ensure that the right things are done, adding that Nigeria has talents, but corruption is affecting the system.
Do justice and do what is good. All we are asking that let the right thing be done. That is it. We are not political at all. If you are doing the right thing, you are our friends. Come and join hands and let's insist that the right thing should be done.
In terms of content, the EFCC boss said the Commission is always having activities almost everywhere and the most watched agency in Nigeria and West Africa. Magu thanked the TVC team for the visit and urged every Nigerian to join the EFCC in its bid to rid the country of corruption. Rola Keodof Njolaimi, reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is a cankerworm. Nakanka warm, I said Nakanka warm, Nakanka warm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, Magu fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, Magu kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them over to Igbo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh. Women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health and call, we no see. I said Nakanka warm, oh. Nakanka warm, oh.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Naija, now we all know.
If you're just joining us, the program is still The Eagle, coming to you from the stables of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Next is a court update, and Amina Kawa is standing by for it. Over to you, Amina.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has closed its case against a Federal High Court judge, Justice Rita Ofili Ajimagobia, before Justice Hakim Oshodi of the Lagos State High Court, sitting in Ikeja, Lagos. Ofili Ajimagobia is standing trial alongside Godwin Obla, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, on a 31-count charge bordering on alleged perversion of cause of justice, unlawful enrichment, and forgery. Ofili Ajimagobia was alleged to have received a sum of $793,800 in several tranches from different sources between 2012 and 2015. On his part, Obla was said to have offered a sum of 5 million naira as gratification to Ofili Ajimagobia so as to pervert the course of justice. The offences are contrary to Section 64, subsection 1, Section 82, subsection A, and Section 69, subsection 1, subsection A of the Criminal Laws of Lagos State, number 11, 2011. The defendants pleaded not guilty to the 31-count charge, thereby leading to their full trial. During the course of the proceedings, the prosecution presented 12 witnesses and tendered several documents that were admitted in evidence by the court. At the resumed sitting, the prosecution, through its counsel, Nnaemeka Omewa, closed its case against the defendants. In his response, counsel to the first defendant, Mobalaji Kuti, informed the court that his client intended to file a no-case submission and further asked the court for a short date to move the application. Also, counsel to the second defendant, A.A. Adedipe, SAN, also told the court of his client's intention to file a no-case submission. Consequently, Justice Oshodi adjourned the case to November 2nd, 2018 for the defendants to open their defense. Amina Kawa, reporting for The Eagle.
And with that, we have come to the end of today's episode of The Eagle. You too can be part of this program by sending your inquiries and suggestions to The Eagle at efccnigeria.org or search for us on Google Plus at Official EFCC or Official EFCCNG@gmail.com. You can like our page on facebook.com/Official EFCC or follow us on Twitter at Official EFCC. And of course, you can visit our Instagram page at Official EFCC. To watch our programs and other activities, please log on to youtube.com/Official EFCC. My name is Aisha Muhammad. Always remember that a public office is a public trust, and do not abuse position of trust for private gains. Goodbye, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you.